Hello, this is Dr. Chuck Silcox, Product Development Manager for AMVAC Environmental Products. Today we're going to talk about Turfcide 400 versus Chlorothalonil for snow mold control. Turfcide 400 is powered by PCMB. PCMB is a multi-site contact fungicide with a unique mode of action that has been used for snow mold control for over 50 years. It's widely recognized as the most effective single active ingredient for control of all three major snow mold pathogens. Historically, PCMB has been used for snow mold control at 12 to 16 fluid ounces per 1,000 square feet. More recently, snow mold treatments have evolved to include mixtures of 2 or more active ingredients that usually include both systemic and contact fungicides. Today, chlorothalonil is a commonly used contact fungicide in mixtures for snow mold control, yet PCMB consistently outperforms chlorothalonil in snow mold field trials. For our first performance comparison, we went back in our database to the winter of 2014-2015, where we found 4 head-to-head comparisons of these two treatments. The trials were conducted in Michigan, Montana, Washington, and Wisconsin, and the treatments were chlorothalonil at 5.5 fluid ounces per 1,000 square feet and Turfcide 400 at 8 fluid ounces. It should be noted that the 5.5 fluid ounce rate of chlorothalonil is the maximum label rate for snow mold control, while Turfcide 400 at 8 fluid ounces is 1/2 the maximum label rate. And in many subsequent slides, you'll see that Turfcide is used at 6 fluid ounces, which is actually 3/8 the maximum label rate for snow mold control. So in these head-to-head trials, we found that Turfcide provided greater than 90% control and chlorothalonil was just over 50% control, again showing the dominance of Turfcide for snow mold control. Here's some interesting data from a trial that was conducted during the winter of 2018 to 2019 in Michigan. We were evaluating a series of mixtures of chlorothalonil plus Turfcide, and there also was a chlorothalonil alone treatment in the trial all the way to the left at 5.5 fluid ounces. And you can see that treatment provided 44.6% control. Yet when you added Turfcide at 8 fluid ounces, the second bar shows it increased control to 96.3% control. Then as we move to the left, you see we're titrating the rates, lowering the rates of both chlorothalonil and Turfcide. The third bar is chlorothalonil at 4 ounces and Turfcide at 6, still over 90% control, as was the fourth bar, chlorothalonil at 2.67 fluid ounces plus Turfcide at 4 ounces, and really didn't drop below 90% control until we got where chlorothalonil was actually less than 1/4 of that maximum label rate mixed with Turfcide at 2 fluid ounces. And undoubtedly, it's the Turfcide that's doing the work in that treatment and still provided over 60% control at those low label rates. Here are the results of an interesting trial that was conducted in Montana last winter. The bar to the left is a treatment with Contend-A at 1 ounce plus Contend-B at 2.6 ounces. Now this is generally a very effective snow mold treatment, but as with many treatments, under challenging conditions, control can be diminished. Now, what made this trial challenging is probably the fact that about 9 weeks passed from the date of application until the onset of permanent snow cover, and that diminished undoubtedly the control of a lot of these treatments. You can see by the middle bar that adding 5.5 fluid ounces of chlorothalonil did not improve control, but on the right, adding 6 fluid ounces of Turfcide resulted in about 25% greater control, and it averaged almost 85% control under these challenging conditions. These treatments were also in the Montana trial last winter. On the left, you see the results from Interface at 6 ounces plus Mirage at 2 ounces, and the impact that those challenging conditions had on this treatment, which is normally very effective. The center bar shows that when chlorothalonil at 5.5 ounces is added to Interface and Mirage, control is increased about 34%, but on the right, when Turfcide is used, control more than doubles, and it resulted in over 80% control under very challenging conditions. Here's data from a trial that was conducted in Michigan during 2017-2018. This was again a challenging trial, 175 days of snow cover, and the primary pathogen was speckled snow mold. You can see the Contend A plus Contend B faltered a little bit in this trial, only providing 65.9% control. In the middle bar, you see that adding chlorothalonil at 5.5 fluid ounces increased control by 27% to 83.5% control. But on the right, adding Turfcide at 6 fluid ounces increased control by 44%, and it exceeded 95% control, which is very impressive. This is our final data slide, and it's a very powerful one. It's a summary of 4 trials that were conducted last winter. The trials were conducted in Idaho, Michigan, Montana, and Wisconsin. And it shows Interface at 6 ounces plus Mirage at 2 ounces on the left. Because some of these trials were very challenging, only averaged 72.8% control. In the middle bar, adding chlorothalonil at 5.5 fluid ounces increased control to 82.9%. But Turfcide on the right at 6 ounces increased control all the way to 94.5%, which shows consistency. So a couple of last thoughts here. One is a lot of university researchers will recommend, preparing for the worst when you're preparing for snow mold. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And what we've shown here is that as conditions become more challenging, Turfcide becomes more valuable, and it should be the foundation of your snow mold program. In wrapping up, we recommend that you use Turfcide 400, powered by PCMB, as the contact fungicide component in your snow mold control program this fall. Turfcide 400 provides substantially better protection than chlorothalonil and is highly effective against all 3 major snow mold pathogens. For more information and recommended Turfcide 400 application rates to use with systemic fungicides, see the Turfcide 400 Snow Mold Assurance Program. Thank you.